Hi guys, welcome to the briefing for the perfect for attacking, which should suit the punches. We're amongst the outsiders for
Hello and welcome to all. With the Queen Mary ascent in the first third of the stage, some teams will no doubt try to turn this crew in order to shed the fastest riders and avoid a mass sprint in Jussan.
Okay, I'm coming to protect you. Guys, with some who'll try to get away before the Puy-Marie and others who'll try to turn the screw on the climb, things could get off to a quick start. Good luck. Okay, I'll consume a feed.
1 minute for the breakaway. It's looking good.
The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed.
His pace is not really an asset, and so instead he must rely on his capabilities as a ruler puncher to gain the upper hand. The riders are onto the Puy-Marie, also called the Pas de Pérol. It's the highest mountain pass in the Massif Central. Gap is decreasing. The peloton is not given up.
The lead group is too large to work well together. It may explode into several pieces.
The Puy-Marie is classified as first category, and it will already earn 10 points for the first rider over the top. The breakaway didn't get far. Watch out for counter moves.
The peloton is 2 kilometers from the top of the climb. The breakaway riders are increasing the gap. They are not dangerous for the overall standings. We can let them go. The gap is widening. No need to panic, guys. There's nobody dangerous for the overall standings. Guys, don't forget to protect our leader. Communication is important. That's why we have TeamCom.
The first rider to the top of the next climb will pocket 1 point for the climber's jersey. It's a third category climb that now waits the riders. 2 points will be awarded to the first rider to the top.
The gap is widening. No need to panic, guys. There's nobody dangerous for the overall standings.
The riders will soon enter the final circuit of this stage. They'll have to climb the Côte de Roquenatou twice. With 3.4 kilometers at an average of 7%, is the only difficulty on the circuit. Last time checked with a breakaway, 1 minute.
Okay, I'm coming to protect you. The gap is growing. Don't worry. They're not well placed in the overall standings. The riders up front still have something left. They're upping the pace to try to hold out till the end.
The breakaway's managing to hold off the peloton. The gap seems to have stabilized. It's the first time over the line for the men in front. One more loop to be done and it will be the finish. 30 seconds lead for the head of the race.
The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed.
The leaders are off. Who will dare take the first shot?
King of the Mountain sprint in 2 kilometers for the breakaway group.
We'll have to keep something in reserve if we want to get away in the final kilometers.
Allez les gars, courage! Allez les gars, courage! Oui, allez, allez-y! Continuez comme ça! Continuez comme ça! Courage! Allez, allez les gars! Allez les gars, courage! Continuez comme ça! Continuez comme ça!
He's been dropped. The stage is too much for him. Okay, I'll consume a feed.
Allez, courage les gars, allez plus vite!
They're riding hard behind. This isn't the moment to relax.
He's trying to get out. Watch out!
You have 30 seconds on the peloton. You have 30 seconds lead.
15 kilometers from the finish. The peloton is bunched. It will have left no chance to the escapees.
Allez les gars!
Allez les gars!
Lâchez rien! Allez!
Allez les gars!
Continuez comme ça! Allez les gars!
Allez, plus vite, plus vite.
Okay, I'll wait for him.
Continuez comme ça! Allez, continuez comme ça!
Bravo, les gars.
10 kilometers. This will finish in a mass sprint. It's an opportunity to take points for the green jersey.
Allez, plus vite.
Allez les gars!
Your opponents are upping the pace to hold off the peloton.
Allez les gars!
He's moving on to the attack.
Allez les gars! Vas-y!
Allez, allez.
On continue! Continuez comme ça les gars! Merdez-vous!
30 seconds between you and the pack.
Allez!
Allez! Allez les gars! Courage les gars!
5 kilometers before the line. You should be in with a chance of a victory. You can afford to wait until the last moment. You're the fastest in a sprint.
Lâche rien.
Plus vite! Plus vite!
Only 3 kilometers to go for the man at the front.
Allez!
Plus vite. Allez. Allez, allez. Oui, on est avec toi. Allez, plus vite.
Final kilometer for the man at the front. It's very, very tight.
Go! Go! Just 1 kilometer left. Flat out! A teammate has just been dropped. You can't count on him any longer.
This stage is his. He was the strongest. Here is the winner of the inaugural stage of this Criterium du Dauphiné. He is in sparkling. He is in spark. He's amongst them. He will climb up.
Well done, lads. Congratulations to you. I hoped that we'd play a leading role, but from that to win this stage, you have put in a superb performance. Well done for this win. We hit the ground running, and tomorrow we'll have the honor of...
Hello everyone! Even if today's stage is not over irregular terrain, the conditions for a mass sprint finish are not all met. The Col de l'Escrinet, sitting at the end of the stage, should cause difficulties for most sprinters if it's climbed at a fast pace. The riders will quickly come up against the Col de la Pierre Plantée. This should allow the baroudeurs to launch an early breakaway. Classified as third category, there will be 2 points and 1 point to be scored for climber standings.
When you have a very good sprinter in the team, it makes sense to stick with a breakaway in order to favor a mass sprint and vie for the stage win. Unless, of course, a rider from the team is present in the breakaway. The first riders are 2 kilometers from the climb.
The time gap between the peloton and the breakaway is decreasing.
Well, on flat stages, that's not where you see the most drama. You can accelerate forward if you think that nothing important will happen.
The breakaway is losing ground.
Flat stages. Would it upset you guys if I went straight to the finishing line to watch the sprint? The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed.
The descent that's coming up, without being dangerous, is quite technical.
The gap is increasing. We don't need to ride for now. There's nobody dangerous for us in the breakaway.
The front runners are into the feed zone. They will then contest the intermediate sprint where only the first 15 will score points in the green jersey standings.
The riders up front still have something left. They're upping the pace to try to hold out till the end.
Okay, I'm coming to protect you. Okay, I'll consume a feed.
The first at the top scores 5 points towards the climb in the standings. Looks like the breakaway still has some gas left. It's still able to widen the gap.
Okay, I'll consume a feed. Okay, I'll consume a feed.
The front of the race is finished with the Col de l'Esprinay. Now there's a little over 30 kilometres before the finishing line is reached.
The gap is decreasing, guys. The peloton should be there for the stage win.
Only 10 kilometres left for the group at the front. "15 kilometres from the finish. The peloton is in pretty good control of the situation and should soon catch up with the breakaway riders. We should witness a mass sprint." 30 seconds lead for the head of the race.
Five kilometers for the breakaway. It'll be tight for the stage victory.
Oh, le gros! Allez les gars, courage! Allez le gros! Allez les gars! Continuez comme ça!
It shouldn't be long now until the final sprint is launched between the SKPs.
The breakaway is at the red pennant.
Continue comme ça.
Allez,
Allez les gars.
allez les gars,
Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome him. He will climb. He's amongst the...
We really messed up this stage. We were aiming for a stage win.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Finishes in the Rhone Valley are often the reserve of sprinters, and again this year, everything suggests that they will fight it out for the stage win. However, the win cannot be discounted, and it might put a damper on the smooth mechanics of the sprint trains.
Okay, I'm coming to protect you.
The peloton has caught up. There's no more escapees. Attempt at a counter-attack. The time gap between the peloton and the breakaway is decreasing.
There are riders in trouble behind. They should be able to catch up if the tempo drops. Okay, we'll... Consumer feed. I'll make a big effort on the relay. I'll make a big effort on the relay.
breakaway has 30 seconds lead.
Allez les gars, courage.
Allez les gars, courage.
Allez les gars, courage. Allez les gars. Comme ça. Allez les gars. Les voilà.
Les voilà.
Allez les gars, courage.
I'll make a big effort on the relay.
Courage, on continue.
Comme ça, allez.
Courage, on continue.
Bravo les gars, c'est bien. Allez les gars.
Allez les gars, courage.
Allez les gars. Allez. Continuez comme ça. Allez les gars, courage.
Allez les gars.
The time gap with the head of the race is stable.
Allez les gars, on continue comme ça.
Continuez comme ça.
Allez les gars.
Lâchez rien. Allez les gars, courage les gars. Courage. Allez les gars. Continuez comme ça. Allez les gars. Allez les gars, autour de vous.
Allez les gars, courage.
Les voilà. Allez les gars, on continue comme ça.
The first difficulty of the day is classified as second category. The riders will share 5, 3, 2 and 1 point towards the polka dot jersey.
Allez, courage les gars, allez plus vite. Allez les gars, courage. Allez les gars, courage.
The peloton has just joined up with the breakaway.
Continuez comme ça.
Allez les gars, courage.
Continuez comme ça.
Okay, I'll protect him.
Continuez comme ça.
Allez les gars, courage.
Continuez comme ça.
Allez, courage les gars, allez plus vite.
Continuez comme ça.
You are 2 kilometers from the top.
Bravo les gars, c'est bien.
Allez les gars, courage.
He's trying to escape.
Here's the positions over the last climb.
He's cantering to stay in the race for the combativity classification. Attack at the head of the peloton. The peloton has caught up. The next climb is classified as third category. There will be 2 and 1 point available towards the polka dot jersey. 1.5 minutes for the breakaway. It might just work.
The gap is increasing. We don't need to ride for now. There's nobody dangerous for us in the breakaway.
Time difference between the peloton and the breakaway is steady.
The first riders are 2 kilometers from the climb. The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed. The breakaway is upping the tempo at the head of the race. It doesn't intend to be caught up that easily. The gap is increasing. We don't need to ride for now. There's nobody dangerous for us in the breakaway.
The breakaway is 10 kilometers from the intermediate sprint.
The head of the race is 3 kilometers from the intermediate sprint. The riders up front still have something left. They're upping the pace to try to hold out till the end.
The head of the race has 1.5 minutes lead on the peloton. Last time check with the breakaway. 1 minute.
We're coming to an exposed zone. Zone, lads, but there's no worry. Contrary to what we said in the briefing, there's no wind. No risk of... The gap is decreasing, guys. The peloton should be there for the stage win.
Continue comme ça.
Courage, hein. Lâchez rien.
Lâchez rien.
Continue comme ça.
Continue comme ça.
I'll take it easy whatever happens. Understood. I'll take it easy whatever happens.
There's 15 kilometers to go, and the peloton should soon catch up with the breakaway riders. There's a mass sprint brewing.
Allez les gars,
Allez les gars,
allez, go, 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 allez, on y va.
Allez les gars, courage.
Allez, 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 les gars, continuez comme ça.
Allez, courage les gars. Allez les gars.
Allez les gars, on continue comme ça.
Allez les gars, courage.
Allez les gars. Allez, courage, on continue les gars.
30 seconds lead for the head of the race.
Go, 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 allez, on y va.
On continue.
Allez les gars, continue là, plus vite, plus vite.
Bravo les gars, c'est bien.
Allez les gars, continue là, plus vite, plus vite.
With 10 kilometers to the finish, the breakaway is on borrowed time. With less than a minute lead over the peloton, it will be very hard for them to go all the way. The breakaway is holding off the peloton, but it's going to be difficult.
Allez, courage les gars.
Allez, allez les gars, courage. Allez les gars. Allez les gars.
Allez les gars, courage.
Bravo les gars, c'est bien.
Allez les gars, courage.
Allez les gars, continue comme ça.
Les voilà. Allez les gars.
5 kilometers for the breakaway. It'll be tight for the stage victory.
Allez, allez, go, go, go. Allez, on y va.
Lâchez rien, allez.
Allez les gars.
Courage, on continue.
Allez. Continuez comme ça. Allez les gars.
Continuez comme ça. Allez les gars, courage.
At less than 3 kilometers from the finish, the man in front looks to be heading towards victory. He mustn't let up if he wants to see them triumph. Bunched peloton. The red pennant. The sprint is on. Today's victory is for a sprinter.
He is all smiles as we can say that he is in. He tops. He's amongst.
The result is clearly not up to my expectations, guys. It isn't catastrophic. The result is clearly not up to my expectations. The podium is good, but I was expecting more from you. We should have won. We lost the yellow jersey. The main thing to grasp today is that the route is flat and it harbors no particular difficulties. A sprint finish is more than likely. We can't take the top spot for the green jersey at the end of this stage, but it will be important to pick up maximum points if we want to make up some of the lost ground. We can win this! I'm counting on you to control the race. Come on! Today, it's ours. Have a good stage, guys.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. We should witness a very uncertain race today. The final circuit around Saint-Just-Saint-Rambert should favour the punctuals. However, it may not be difficult enough to fully eliminate the sprinters from stage victory.
I'll make a big effort on the relay.
Things are livening up at the head of the peloton. The peloton has caught up. There's no more escapees. The riders are leaving Valence and are at the foot of the first difficulty of the day, the Col de l'Héris, a climb of a little over 10 kilometers.
Okay, I'll consume a feed. Okay, I'll wait for him.
Lâchez rien, allez!
Okay, I'll protect him.
Go, go, go. Allez, on y va. Allez, les gars, courage.
Allez, courage, on continue, les gars.
Allez, les gars, courage.
Allez, les gars.
You've got to ride, guys, if you want a chance of a sprint victory.
The time gap between the peloton and the breakaway is decreasing.
Continue comme ça, les gars, continuez comme ça, allez!
Continuez comme ça. Allez, on y va, on y va. Et voilà. Allez, les gars.
Okay, I'll consume a feed.
Allez, go, go, go. Allez, les gars, on y va.
Continuez comme ça.
Courage, on continue!
Allez, les gars, on continue comme ça.
Allez les gars, on continue comme ça!
Allez, les gars.
Courage!
Continuez comme ça. Allez, les gars.
Lâchez rien, allez!
Allez, les gars, courage.
The time gap with the head of the race is stable.
Allez les gars, allez!
The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed.
Allez, les gars. On continue. Allez, courage, les gars. Allez, plus vite.
Allez, les gars.
Les voilà.
The first rider to the top of the climb will pocket 5 points towards the mountain standings.
Continue comme ça.
Courage, on continue!
Bon, les gars, c'est bien.
Continue comme ça.
Allez, les gars, courage. Allez, les gars, courage.
Allez les gars, on continue comme ça!
Allez, les gars, courage.
The first riders are 2 kilometers from the climb.
Allez, les gars, courage.
Allez les gars, on continue comme ça! Continue comme ça! Allez les gars!
Allez, les gars.
Allez les gars, courage!
Allez, les gars. Courage.
positions over the last climb. It's the polka dot jersey who took the last climb. He's widening the gap in the climber standings.
Continuez comme ça. Allez. Allez, courage, on continue les gars.
Allez les gars, allez.
Encore vite.
It is not always a good idea to be too many in a breakaway, as the others will not necessarily want to cooperate with us.
Allez le gros.
Allez les gars,
Les gars, on continue comme
lâchez
ça.
rien, allez.
Allez les gars, courage.
The peloton has just joined up with a breakaway.
lâchez rien.
Allez les gars.
Allez les gars,
Allez,
allez, courage les gars.
Allez les gars, comme ça.
Allez les gars, courage.
Okay, I'll protect him.
Allez les gars. Les voilà. Bien les gars. Allez, allez. Allez, go, go, go. Allez, on y va. Allez les gars.
Les gars, on est avec vous, les gars. Allez les gars, on continue comme ça. Continue comme ça.
Allez les gars. On y va, on y va, on y va. Oui, allez, allez-y. Foncez les gars. Allez, allez, allez les gars. Allez les gars. On y va, on y va.
Continue comme ça.
Les voilà.
Allez les gars, continue la comme ça.
Allez les gars, courage. Lâchez rien les gars. Allez, continue comme ça.
Allez, allez les gars.
Continue comme ça. Lâchez rien, allez.
Allez les gars. Allez, allez-y. Allez les gars.
Lâchez rien, allez.
On y va, on y va, on y va.
There are riders in trouble behind. They should be able to catch up if the tempo drops.
Continuez comme ça.
Bravo les gars.
Les gars, allez les gars, on continue.
Bravo les gars, allez,
Les gars, allez les gars.
Allez les gars, courage.
allez là. Ouais. On continue.
Understood. I'll take it easy whatever happens. Well, on flat stages, that's not where you see the most drama. You can accelerate forward if you think that nothing important will happen.
1.5 minutes for the breakaway. It might just work.
Okay, I'll protect him.
Allez les gars, courage.
He retakes the virtual lead of the overall standings. He won't have been out of his jersey for long.
Bravo les gars. Allez les gars, courage.
Allez, courage les gars.
Allez, vas-y. Allez les gars, courage. Allez les gars, courage. Bravo les gars. Allez les gars, on continue comme ça. Allez les gars, courage. Allez les gars, courage. Allez les gars, continuez comme ça. Courage. Allez les gars, courage. Allez les gars,
The next King of the Mountains summit is ranked as a third category. Only the first 2 riders over the top will score points towards the best climber classification.
The first riders are 2 kilometers from the climb.
allez les gars.
I'll relay. I'll take it easy on the relay.
Allez les gars.
I'll make a big effort on the relay.
Continuez comme ça. Allez, courage les gars, allez plus vite.
Allez, courage les gars.
Continuez comme ça.
Here's the positions over the last climb. It's the polka dot jersey who took the last climb. He's widening the gap in the climber standing.
On continue les gars, on continue. Allez les gars, continue là, plus vite.
Allez, continuez comme ça.
On continue les gars.
Oh,
Allez les gars, on continue comme ça.
Allez les gars.
Allez les gars,
Courage. Allez les gars, on continue comme ça. Allez. Lâchez rien. Allez. Continuez comme ça.
Allez les gars, courage.
Allez les gars,
Allez les gars, on continue comme ça. Allez les gars, continuez comme ça.
Virtually, he takes the lead of the overall standings.
Continuez comme ça. Allez. Allez les gars, courage. Allez les gars, on continue comme ça.
Lâchez rien, allez.
Continue comme ça. Allez, allez. Allez les gars.
Lâchez rien,
on continue
allez.
comme ça. Allez les gars, courage. Courage, on continue. Allez les gars.
The next difficulty is also classified as third category. The first two to the top score 2 and 1 point towards the polka dot jersey.
Lâchez rien, allez.
Understood. I'll take it easy, whatever happens. Okay, I'll wait for him.
The peloton has just joined up with a breakaway.
Okay, I'll protect him.
30 seconds lead for the head of the race.
The gap is increasing. We don't need to ride for now. There's nobody dangerous for us in the breakaway. The breakaway is upping the tempo at the head of the race. It doesn't intend to be caught up that easily. The first riders are 2 kilometers from the climb. The gap is increasing. We don't need to ride for now. There's nobody dangerous for us in the breakaway. The head of the race is 3 kilometers from the intermediate sprint.
They're going to have to ride hard to read in the breakaway. With this lead, they can start to believe it.
The gap is decreasing, guys. The peloton should be there for the stage win.
The head of the race has 1.5 minutes lead on the peloton. Last time checked with the breakaway, 1 minute. The riders are all back together. Everything will be played out in the final kilometers. Looks like the breakaway still has some gas left. It's still able to widen the gap.
The first riders are 2 kilometers from the climb.
The front of the race is onto the final circuit. The riders will... cross the finishing line twice before fighting it out for victory.
The gap is decreasing, guys. The peloton should be there for the stage win.
There will be 1 point to be gleaned at the top of the climb for the best climber classification.
Understood. I'll take it easy whatever happens.
The breakaway is beginning the final lap of the circuit. A few more kilometers before knowing today's winner.
I'll go full out on the relay.
Seconds lead for the head of the race.
Continue les gars. Lâchez rien, allez. Allez les gars. Courage, on continue. Allez, continuez comme ça.
The first riders are 2 kilometers from the climb.
The riders are all back together. Everything will be played out in the final kilometres. No one's managed to gain an advantage over his rivals. Victory should come down to a sprint.
Just 5 more kilometres. Get ready to sprint. We need to score points for the green jersey.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome him warmly. Here is the winner of the final Saint-Just-Saint-Lambert stage. He is in. He will climb. He's amongst. He is in.
Well done, lads. Congratulations to you. We were the pre-race favourites, and you lived up to the role with brio. Well done for this win. We retain the white jersey. Well done, guys. It's a day in the mountains. The finish isn't decided at the top of the climb, but the route is challenging, and it's an important...
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. With 4 mountain passes on today's programme, this alpine stage promises to be ideal terrain for climbers.
Okay, I'm coming to protect you. There's plenty of damage at the back of the peloton. It will be a long day in the saddle for those who fall behind.
1 minute for the breakaway. It's looking good.
The front of the race is 2 kilometers from the summit. Okay, I'll consume a feed. The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed. The first riders have reached the intermediate sprint. Okay, I'll consume a feed. Okay, I'll consume a feed.
The breakaway is increasing its lead over the yellow jersey, but there's no worry as it contains no big guns for the overall standings.
You must constantly try to shelter from the wind, so as not to consume energy. This is what allows a rider to edge clear at the end of the race. When going downhill, the aerodynamic position is useful to increase speed without expending energy. Okay, I'll avoid any extreme effort. The front of the race is 2 kilometers from the summit. Okay, I'll avoid any extreme effort. Okay, I'll consume a feed. Reduce speed a bit. Otherwise, you'll hit the wall.
The riders are about to attack the third pass on today's menu, the Col de l'Épine, 6.7 kilometres with an average slope of 7%. The first rider over the top of the pass will pocket 5 points for the mountain standings. The breakaway is increasing in lead over the yellow jersey, but there's no worry as it contains no big guns for the overall standings. The gap with the yellow jersey is melting away. The escapees will have difficulties going all the way to the finish.
The front of the race is 2 kilometers from the summit.
Okay, I'll consume a feed.
The gap isn't changing much.
Allez les gars, on continue comme ça. Allez les gars.
Continuez comme ça. Allez les gars, courage.
Vai, sei un mito!
The end of the stage is not far off. Stay awake. It will soon start to move in the peloton. The leader of the general classification does not necessarily have to attack. Depending on his lead, he can simply follow attacks and counter at the very end of the stage.
Comme ça.
Bravo
Allez les gars, courage.
Allez les gars.
The time gap with the head of the race isn't changing, lads.
Non mollate!
Continue là, plus vite.
Grandissima
Lâchez rien, allez.
Continuez comme ça.
Allez les gars,
Allez les
courage!
gars, courage.
Allez les gars, courage.
Courage!
Lâchez rien, allez.
Allez les gars.
Allez les gars.
Bravo les gars, c'est bien!
Allez les gars, on continue comme ça. Allez les gars, courage.
Non mollate! Allez les gars, courage!
Bravo les gars, courage.
Allez les gars.
Courage.
C'est comme ça les gars. Allez.
Continuez comme ça. Allez les gars, on continue comme ça.
Non mollate! Vai! Sei un mito!
Et comme ça. Allez.
Grandissimo, sei un mito!
Continuez comme ça. Allez les gars, courage.
Tenete duro!
Ragazzi, continuate.
The gap between the favourites group and the front is 30 seconds. 30 seconds between the breakaway and the yellow jersey.
On continue comme ça. Allez les gars, courage.
Allez les gars, courage!
Allez, bon les gars.
Bravo les gars! Vittoria!
Allez les gars,
Allez
courage.
les gars, allez les gars.
Lâchez rien, allez.
Vittoria! Vai! Sei un mito!
And it's off for the climb with the cry free. Classified as first category, there will be a maximum of 10 extra points to be gained for the climber standings.
Okay, I'll consume a feed.
The breakaway increased its lead in the yellow jersey group.
He's got his teammates riding because in front there's a rider who's dangerous to him in the overall standing.
The lead rider has 30 seconds in the favourites.
A teammate has just been dropped. You can't count on him any longer. Okay, I'll avoid any extreme effort.
Allez, courage les gars, allez plus vite. Allez les gars, on continue comme ça. Allez les gars, courage. Allez les gars, bravo ragazzi, tenete duro. Comme ça. Allez les gars. Bravo les gars. Bravo les gars.
The yellow jersey has just joined up with the lead group.
Allez les gars, courage.
He takes the virtual lead of the overall standing.
Watch out, there's an attack. Another 5 kilometers and the leading riders will compete for the mountain points.
The leader was in danger, but he's once again leading the overall standings. He's got his teammates riding because in front there's a rider who's dangerous to him in the overall standings.
Here we go! Allez les gars, courage!
kilometers from the summit. Watch your opponents. You seem to be the best climber in the group. You should be able to move to the front. You were first over the top of the climb. That's good. We're provisional leaders. Come on, keep at it.
Continuez comme ça. Allez les gars.
You still have 10 kilometers to make up some time.
Forza ragazzi, coraggio! Bravi ragazzi!
Come on, guys. Yeah, come on. Acceleration at the front of the peloton. No falling asleep.
Allez les gars, courage. Les voilà. Allez les gars.
Tenete duro!
Lâchez rien, allez les gars! Allez les gars! Allez les gars,
Here we go, here we go!
There's an attack at the head of the peloton.
Allez.
Bravo les gars, c'est bien!
Only 5 kilometers left for the head of the race.
Allez les gars, courage.
He's being left behind. It's good news for the overall standing.
Forza ragazzi!
Go! Keep a cut ahead for the sprint. Go on! You've got this, Sona!
Here comes the red pennant.
This is the last kilometer. Go! Go! One more effort!
Ladies and gentlemen, applaud him loudly. Here is the... We can say that he is in... He will climb. He's among...
The result is clearly not up to my expectations, guys. It isn't catastrophic, but when you've got victory in mind, it's obviously a disappointment. The result is clearly not up to my expectations, guys. It isn't catastrophic, but when you've got victory in mind, it's obviously a disappointment. We retain the white jersey. That's the main thing.
Hello everyone. Given the difficulties on today's programme, the Col de Champ-Laurent, the Grand Coucheron and La Madeleine, plus the Montée des Frasses and the climb to Méribel, there is no doubt that this stage will be important for the general classification. And only a climber can envisage a stage victory. You'll want to have warmed up well today, because just a few kilometers after the start, the riders will be immediately confronted with the Col de Champ-Laurent and then the Col de Grand Coucheron.
There's plenty of damage at the back of the peloton. It will be a long day in the saddle for those who fall behind. The front of the race is 2 kilometers from the summit.
The riders will have a brief moment to recover during the descent leading to the final kilometers of the Grand Coucheron. For the moment, any breakaway has drawn a blank. 1.5 minutes for the breakaway. It might just work. The time gap between the peloton and the escapees is stationary. The front of the race is 10 kilometers from the intermediate sprint.
Tempo is increasing at the head of the race. The breakaway riders will Try and manage the time gap. When going downhill, the aerodynamic position is useful to increase speed without expending energy.
Head of the race is 1.5 minutes lead on the yellow jersey.
Okay, I'll consume a feed.
The yellow jersey group is 1 minute from the head of the race. "30 seconds between the breakaway and the yellow jersey. The yellow jersey has caught up with the head of the race.
Okay, I'll wait for him.
The peloton is 2 kilometers from the summit.
It's a long downhill ride. Alternating between steep and gentle slopes means that you have to manage your effort to avoid wasting energy in the descent. The yellow jersey group is 1 minute from the head of the race.
The end of the stage is not far off. Stay awake. It will soon start to move in the peloton. The time gap with the head of the race isn't changing, lads.
The breakaway is being reeled in. It will be difficult to withstand the return of the yellow jersey.
The front of the race is 2 kilometers from the summit.
The head of the race has 1.5 minutes lead on the yellow jersey. The yellow jersey group is 1 minute from the head of the race. The final climb of the day has begun, the ascent to Meribel.
Okay, I'll consume a feed.
Bravo les gars!
Allez les gars! Forza ragazzi, continuate!
Continuez comme ça!
Allez les gars! Bravi ragazzi! Courage! Allez les gars!
Allez les gars! Courage! Oh, allez comme ça!
Bravo les gars, c'est bien.
Continuez comme ça!
With more than 11 kilometers of climbing at over 6.5%, riders will have to have kept something in reserve, because a blow-up could prove very costly in terms of the general classification. The riders up front have a 1 minute lead on the favourites group.
Lâchez rien, allez! Lâchez rien, allez!
Continuez comme ça! Allez les gars! Allez les gars! Bravo les gars! Lâchez rien! Continuez comme ça! Allez, continuez comme ça! Continuez comme ça!
Ragazzi, continuate!
Allez les gars! On continue comme ça! Continuez comme ça!
Grandissima vittoria!
Tenete duro! Les gars!
Courage, on continue!
Et voilà! Continuez comme ça! Continuez comme ça!
Oui, allez, allez-y, foncez comme ça!
Bravo les gars!
Forza ragazzi, coraggio!
Continuez comme ça! Allez les gars! Courage!
Grandissima vittoria! Tenete duro, ragazzi, coraggio! Bravi ragazzi! Grandissima vittoria!
Okay, I'll consume a feed.
Allez les gars!
The breakaway increases its lead on the yellow jersey group.
Forza ragazzi, continuate!
Bravo les gars, c'est bien.
Bravo les gars!
Allez les gars, continuez comme ça!
Allez les gars.
The breakaway is being reeled in. It will be difficult to withstand the return of the yellow jersey. The lead rider has 30 seconds on the favourites.
Bravo les gars, c'est bien.
The yellow jersey has just joined up with the lead group. 5 kilometres for the lead riders.
Acceleration. You've got to try and follow him.
Allez, les gars. Allez, courage, les gars. Allez, plus vite. Allez, les gars. Allez, go, go, go.
He's being left behind. It's good news for the overall standing.
At less than 3 kilometres from the finish, no one has managed to gain the upper hand. If no one attacks, it will be decided in the sprint.
Allez les gars, faites comme ça. Continuez comme ça.
Less than 2 kilometres from the finish. The gap between the favourites group and the front is 30 seconds.
He takes the virtual lead of the overall standing. The breakaway is 1 kilometre from the finishing line. Reduce speed a bit, otherwise you'll hit the wall. He's got his teammates riding because in front there's a rider who's dangerous to him in the overall standing.
A few minutes ago, he was first across the finishing line. Here is the winner of La Rochette. He's amongst the leading riders of this year. Here is the yellow jersey of this weekend. He's amongst the
The podium is good, but I was expecting more from you. We should have won. We retain the white jersey. That's the main thing. It's the final stage, guys. It'll be a very demanding day for everyone. Several mountain passes and a summit finish await you. This is a key stage.
Hello, cycling fans everywhere. With summit climbs spread across the stage, there's no doubt that only a talented climber will come out on top today.
Okay. I'll put in a big acceleration.
The time gap between the peloton and the escapees is stationary.
The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed.
The breakaway can't widen the gap.
First riders have reached the intermediate sprint.
The front runners are at the foot of the Col de Tanier, the first difficulty of the day.
There's plenty of damage at the back of the peloton. It will be a long day in the saddle for those who fall behind.
1 minute for the breakaway. It's looking good. The breakaway is increasing its lead over the yellow jersey, but there's no worry as it contains no big guns for the overall standings. The gap with the yellow jersey is melting away. The escapees will have difficulties going all the way to the finish.
The front of the race is 2 kilometers from the summit.
And it's off for the climb of the Croix Free. Classified as first category, there will be a maximum of 10 extra points to be gained for the climber standings.
Allez les gars, on continue comme ça.
Courage, on continue. Bravo, les gars.
Continuez comme ça. Allez les gars.
Allez les gars, on continue comme ça. Lâchez rien, allez les gars. Allez les gars. Bravo, courage, on continue.
Okay, I'll consume a feed.
Another 5 kilometers and the leading riders will compete for the mountain points.
The front of the race is 2 kilometers from the summit.
After the summit, the riders will tackle a short descent which leads straight onto the Col des Aravis. The Col des Aravis is classified as Category 3. There will therefore be 2 and 1 point available for the first 2 riders over the top. The head of the race has 1.5 minutes lead on the yellow jersey.
I don't know if it's a bluff, but the breakaway looks to be increasing the pace at the front of the race. The end of the stage is not far off. Stay awake. It will soon start to move in the peloton. Okay, I'll consume a feed.
A few more kilometers of flat and the race will enter its final chapter, with the pairing of the Côte des Amarants and the Montée du Betex. The advance of the lead group should be enough to carry it to the
You're not doing your share of the work, and so the others no longer want to ride. Anyway, we're into the final kilometers. We can forget any ideas of cooperation.
Tu peux le faire.
allez, on se bouge.
Continuez comme ça.
Courage.
Allez les gars, courage.
Continuez comme ça.
Plus vite. Lâchez rien,
Bravo
allez.
les gars.
Lâchez rien, allez.
They're riding hard behind. This isn't the moment to relax.
Allez, fonce.
You've got 1 minute 30 lead on the group with the favorites.
The lead riders 1 minute 30 on the favourites.
The yellow jersey is 1 minute 30 away from you.
The race lead launches itself on the Monte de Betex.
Continuez comme ça. Allez les gars.
Lâchez rien, allez. Allez les gars, on continue comme ça.
It is important to relay a minimum during a breakaway, so that everyone agrees to cooperate. But be careful not to do too much in order to save some strength for the finish. The favorites are 1 minute behind your group. Okay, we'll consume a feed. You have 30 seconds lead on the yellow jersey.
Allez les gars.
Allez les gars.
Try to manage things so that you don't blow up before the line.
The next summit is ranked first category. The first scores 10 points towards the best climber classification. The yellow jersey has just joined up with the lead group. At less than 3 kilometers from the finish, no one has managed to gain the upper hand. If no one attacks, it will be decided in a sprint.
Watch out! The yellow jersey is trying to get away. We mustn't let him.
Less than 2 kilometers from the finish.
breakaway is 1 kilometer from the finishing line.
He succeeded in avoiding all but he tops the standings. He will climb out. He will climb onto the podium. He's amongst the...
The podium is good, but I was expecting more from you. We should have won.